Hey everybody, welcome back to Premier Auto Detailing in Kingman, Arizona. My name's Kevin. Today I'm going to show you guys how to do a waterless wash on this 2023 Honda CRV. I know it's really windy, sorry. I have to keep the garage door open, otherwise it's kind of dark in here. But right now it's like 30-mile-an-hour winds all day long. So we have our bucket set up with some Optimum NO Rinse. It is mixed at a ratio of 1 ounce to 2 gallons of water. Just got some regular good quality microfiber towels. You can also use these type of sponges. They work really well if it's really dirty. When they flex, they kind of have some little cracks cut into them where it'll really trap the dirt in there. Then when you rinse it out on the bucket, it will kind of just fall to the bottom. I have a grit guard in the bottom of my bucket too, but I really don't use these a whole lot. I don't like to reintroduce the dirt back into the bucket. When you use the towels, you basically want to keep them pretty wet and wring them out just lightly enough so they're not making a mess, and then just kind of lightly wipe over the vehicle with little to no pressure really. You're just kind of letting the towel glide across, and then fold it into fours, kind of flip to another side after you do a panel. So it usually takes, depending on the vehicle, anywhere from 3 or 4 towels to do one vehicle, and then you never put the towel back into the bucket. You're pretty much just going to set it off to the side after it gets dirty, wash it, grab a new towel, go on, keep going through until you're done with all the car. Usually after I'm done, I've got some cheaper towels that are kind of already stained and everything. I'll go through and wipe down the tires and wheels, but that's kind of what I do last. So I'm going to grab my water and we'll get going. I do these fairly often, so I actually just have a 3-gallon bucket that I mix up 2 to 3 gallons at a time, and then Gamma Seal lids so they're waterproof. That way when I put them in here, it just kind of stays in there and I don't have to worry about mixing it up every single time I'm going to use it. Just screw the lid back on and it's good to go. You kind of want to wring them out a little bit, just so they're not totally dripping wet, but still pretty damp. This car is very new. It only has 55 miles, something like that. Just a light layer of dust on it. This works great for like ceramic coating vehicles. Well, if they've already been coated. Most of the scratches and swirls that you get in your vehicle is usually done from drying because you have no lubrication at that point. And when you're dragging the dry towel across the car, across the panel, it's actually where you're getting most of your swirls and scratches. So when you do it this way, it's actually, the theory is that it doesn't introduce any of those swirls and scratches. Waterless wash is not something I do on every vehicle, but it is kind of useful. Like I said, especially in this case, new vehicle, very clean, just a light layer of dust on it. It works really well. Same thing as anytime you wash or dry your car, you never want to go in any circular pattern. It just stands out more if you do get any small scratches or anything in there. See, definitely gets a little dirty. I do like to use, and I would definitely recommend using some kind of distilled or deionized water when you mix it. That way any extra water that you do have kind of laying around, it won't leave any water spots. I use a deionized water system from Spot Free. Use their 50, it's a half a cubic yard of resin. I've had really good luck with it. I change resin, depends on how hard your water is, how high the TDS is, but usually somewhere around, you get about 1,000 gallons roughly out of it. Our water here is pretty hard in Arizona. At least in my city, it's around 240 pp or on the TDS. So it will definitely leave spots, and especially being either so windy or so dry all the time, everything dries really quickly here. So once this rag is kind of done, put it off to the side and grab a new one. Just bring it out pretty decent, fold it up in fours. A little more water there than I want. One good tip is anytime you're wiping anything on your car, obviously don't go in a circular pattern, but you want to kind of follow the way the wind flows across the car. So you want to kind of mimic that motion. It's a little bit less likely to be noticed if you do have any small scratches or anything. Anytime you rub something across your car, you are potentially going to create some kind of micro marring or micro scratches. So it's always a good idea to take as many precautions as you can. It's also a great option if you live in an area where the water is restricted. You can't wash your car on a regular basis, or you have to collect, do water reclamation and collect whatever water you spill on the ground. Waterless wash is a great way to kind of get around that and still keep your car clean and maintain your car. keep flipping your towel to a clean side as you go along. It doesn't take very long. It's usually faster than by the time you get out pressure washer, grab your garden hose over there, fill up buckets, and get soap and dry everything off. You know, you can wipe down a whole car pretty quickly like this, and it does a great job. It's very safe for your vehicle. That's it, guys. Super fast, super safe, does a good job. Like I said, if it's crazy dirty, you can do a waterless wash. It's not my preference, but I'll usually get out the pressure washer and foam it down and do more of a traditional wash. But something like this, where it's just a light layer of dust, works great. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave them down in the comments. And if you enjoyed, like and subscribe.